So I've been asked by you, the inquiring minds, to do a series on the Asian map. I would say Japanese, but I don't think it actually is Japan because people drive on the right side of the road. It's sort of Japanese looking. It's definitely Japanese looking, like the pagodas. So maybe it's like some distant island that, I don't know. Anyway, the whole point is this. I'm going to do it as a farm manager. We're starting off, what do we got? $1 million. Let's do $1 million. Economy's on normal, no start farm, no guided tour, and let's go ahead and get started. That's not going to go very far. You're going to see $1 million. Sounds like an easy start, but it's not. All right, here we go. So first things first, I was trying to find out on this map, and I've only really found what looks like to me to be one actual other farm than our starter farm. The starter farm is here, of course, and it's nice. You guys have seen it. Everybody's doing it. But I wanted to see something like, what else do we have? And honestly, the only other farm that I could find is here. Once again, like I told you, the money doesn't go very far. However, this is a big field. But you can see here that this just leads to, there's no other farms, really. Nothing. It's a pretty small map, actually. I really like this map, though. It is cool. So far, it seems like most people are pretty satisfied with this map. So let's go ahead and visit this place now that we've bought it. And let's see what it has to offer. First of all, I love the view. We're growing red beets. That's going to be a nightmare harvest, but it's going to yield a lot. Now, red beets don't come due until next month, I don't believe. So we can actually do some field care to this. I would like to do rice, and I'd like to turn this whole huge thing into a rice paddy. So, and it's pretty flat, so we could have the opportunity to do that, and this would yield a lot of rice. But I need to take a look at the rice harvester. We may have to lease for a while. Now, the nice thing about this secondary farm is it also does have a working silo. I found that some of the working farms on Riverbend, some of them have other silos, some of them don't, so you have to like delete the decoration silo and put a real silo on. This farm has a lot of buildings, but not all of them are useful. In fact, a lot of them are not useful. So I could see deleting some of this and putting in something that you could actually function. Yes, it's nice to have a garage, but we also have this garage, and we also have this shed, which those could both hold the small amount of equipment that we're going to be able to afford now. And over here, we have, I'm not sure which, it looks like we have two houses. There's some sort of house over here. I don't know if this is I think this is our property. But wait a minute now, there's, our greenhouse. We got a huge greenhouse. That's nice. It's like the mid-size or large greenhouse. Obviously, it's out of water. There's nothing in there. But we'll have to fill that up. Once again, do we buy or do we rent? Probably buy. Here we have our house and the ability to change how we look. Very nice. And then we have this giant, completely, at least as far as I can tell, useless barn. It's nice for storage. I mean, it's cool and stuff, but what are we going to do with this? I almost feel like this would give us an opportunity to put some productions in. Now, I will say this. Things that people have been complaining about, and it's okay to complain because there's some issues. People are unhappy that these storage barns or the miniature productions do not produce very much at all. In fact, it's a pretty limited amount of production that happens. I don't mind it because it's a farm. They're like farm productions, so they're not supposed to be big. Okay, this is a fuel tank. I wondered what that was. If you want bigger production, you have to get the bigger production facilities. Anyway, but they are slow. It's like 10 times slower. So we might want to take out a loan and invest. We might want to sell some of these buildings and see how much we get for selling them. But I would say right now, like if I kept these 3 buildings and got rid of that big one, that would be enough to give us some flat land to do other productions. and yet still have plenty of parking space because we're not going to, like I said, we really, here's what I'm looking for equipment. So let's go ahead and move to that because that's also part of what we're doing here. Oh, is that electric? I hope is that like 75,000, it's 48% off. Ugh, I don't know if we need that yet, but that's a good deal. Let's see here. So to go the route that we want to go, we're definitely going to be grabbing this. I'm trying to keep it local information. The Kubota with the standard wheels. Let's go ahead and put the narrow wheels on. And we get the other tires for free, so that works. We do want a 3-point on the front. And I want a front loader attacher for sure. Okay, there we go. So that's our must-have purchase. Everything else we can rent or lease for now. Let me look through here and see. The other thing that I do want to get, though, that we probably will need pretty quick is our Lizard truck with the big extension. We do want a trailer hitch, and the main color is going to be Kubota. No, it's Shoutin' Orange. Do we have a Kubota orange? No? Oh, well, that's kind of lame. Okay, well, we'll do Shoutin' then. Shoutin'. Rim color is fine the way it is. Okay. And we'll add one more thing here. I think that can take beets. Yeah, it takes all kinds of crops. All right. Though maybe I'm thinking though, maybe we need, I don't know. I do want to just sell the beets. We're not going to keep them. We probably might want to keep them for till they're high on the price like sale list, but I don't know. It seems like a lot. 39,000 for what? This is 34 meters squared, 28 meters squared. Let's get the bigger one. That'll hold everything, right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll grab a Brantner. And you can see here the money goes pretty quick. That's cool. Extension, wheel brand Continental's fine. Wait, can we get... Oh, we can get, yeah, ag wheels. Okay. Cover, design 2. No. Design 1, design 2. Yeah, we want a cover. And the main color... Oh, yes. We'll have like 10 different oranges, and we're going to go ahead and buy that. Okay. So now we have all of our equipment. Orange for safety. All right, so let's head over to our new farm, if I can find it. I don't even know where. It should be down here in the valley somewhere. Oh, I can see it from here. That is pretty cool, actually. Oh, no. 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 Well, fudgesicles. The idea was to pull the trailer with the truck, but so much for that idea. Nah. Come on, this could... Actually, it really is kind of small. We could use the tractor, though. It's fine. Little disappointment there. In fact, that might render the truck useless, but we'll see. I did have the right of way there, by the way. Look at how pretty this is. This map really does have some very beautiful things in it. So one thing that we could look into... Oh, there's no road? Oh, well, we're going to go across then. I guess I needed to go that way. I thought there'd be a road entryway back here. I mean... I am reviewing... My brain is going right a million miles a minute on what we could do with all of this. Now, the good news is with this little truck, we can make it a flatbed, too, which will help us be able to carry, like, when we start doing palletized stuff. Oh, I need to get water. Shoot, I forgot about that. See, this is what I mean. We're going to run out of money really fast. We might have to wait till after the harvest to buy some more stuff. So, all right, give me 1 second here. Yeah, corporate decision. This is frustrating. Plans don't always work out the way you want them to. Right now, I don't really need this truck, so we're going to sell it. I'm only trying to buy stuff that I need. I'll fix myself the last $10,000 later because they owe me $10,000 now. Because I only used it for 5 minutes. They can't charge me $10,000 for 5 minutes of use. But we're going to buy a second one of these Brantner trailers. And we'll just, that's going to be our other truck. Standard, no, extension, yeah. Bigger wheels, design, and main color. Orange, yep. Currently, I believe that's all we need. And I'm just going to leave those parked here for now. But we do need to rent. So let's take a look here at field care. Well, I really messed that up. We're going to lease a sprayer. And I'm going to grab 2 containers. That should be plenty for now. That was pretty cool. Let's fill these bad boys up. So once again, once we're done with all this harvest, I'm assuming we'll make, $30,000 or $40,000 off that harvest, or maybe more. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of beets coming out of that. Let's take a look real quick here. I don't remember what the price peak is for the red beets. Let's take a look here. Our red beets. Well, of course, they peak in January. Yeah. Though the price difference isn't huge. It's a couple, but I mean, over thousands of liters. Seriously, I got a gnat in here. It's making me crazy. Goldcrest Valley. Well, let's see how the prices do. But my biggest issue is there's going to be hundreds of thousands of liters probably coming off that field. How on earth am I going to handle all that? Where am I going to put it if I'm going to store it? So I don't really have an option. I really kind of need to sell it right away. I mean, technically, we could put it at the train station. And maybe that's what I'll do. But these fields should yield quite a bit. And the only other thing that's going to suck is I'm going to have to hire a worker for sure to do the thing. Look at the size of this field, man. Yeah. All right. So how come this is not picking up? Once again, let's go to our menu and see what we got here. AI worker. Okay, there we go. They got it. Work the headlands. Yep. It's not going to take too many passes. Number of headlands. 1 headland. Start with up, down. Okay. And we should start. I think I have it so you can see it, right? Skip lines. Oh, no. We need to do this one. Show lines on. Automatic. Yep. Okay. And we'll go ahead and turn it on. And I'm going to go here and time to kill some weeds. Yeah, so we have to use the D-Wolf harvester. Unfortunately, with red beets, we're going to have to hire a worker and then follow the worker with the tippers because the D-Wolf doesn't have any capacity. This load's going to be lame. And that only does 4 lanes at a time, so We're going to be busy when it comes harvest time next month. But I want to get these in better condition than they are, because right now these are not in great condition, and we could get a much bigger yield. The nice thing about coming in and grabbing a crop that's already on the field when it's not wheat or barley when you first start the game is that we have another month of growing, so that means we have time to fix the things that weren't done properly on the field, at least one stage. So if you have one stage of fertilization, we can add that second stage. Or as you can see the case here, we have weeds growing on the field also. So now I have an opportunity to eliminate those weeds because we're getting here before the time is up. So if I had come next month, I wouldn't be able to do this. And then also, if you look at those, like the wheat field there, that's ready to harvest, so there'd be no fixing that if that was damaged. I'm going to go here. And it should start hitting now. There we go. So the GPS will help us accomplish this in a nice, even spread and not having too many issues. Ta-da! All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this done. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Alright, so I got done weeding. I've decided we need to get a water tanker, so I went out and purchased this water tanker. And I'm now going to, I've got it full of water and from a undisclosed source. And I'm now going to use it to fill up these paddies. Unfortunately, it probably is going to take some time to fill these up because I think they hold like 10 or 12,000. Never mind. Okay, well that's not too bad actually, but I know the main one's our regular greenhouse is gonna take some doing. But let's go ahead and so we're gonna do rice saplings, and let's go ahead and activate. Ta-da! 3 waters equals 1 rice sapling. Cost $2 per month. Cycles per month 48. That means we're only gonna get 48 saplings per month. I hope that's enough. So I wonder if that's 48. That's 48 pallets or 48 liters. We'll have to find out. It's a good thing we did 2 of these buildings because. Okay, now it'll take more. Right? No, they only hold 2,000. Okay, well that makes life a little bit easier. Okay, let's go ahead and fill this one up. 2,000 more liters going in there. And let's go ahead and start this up. Cool. I do like the fact that you see the saplings growing. I mean, it's just obviously like the greenhouses do the same thing. It's not like a huge difference, but or a huge thing. That's what it does. But okay, so hopefully by next spring when we need to plant, we'll have plenty of saplings available. Crap, find the button. Okay. And now let's go ahead and add some water to our greenhouses. Yeah, I'm not going to fit through there. And then we'll go back and get our... I left the sprayer at the shop. We'll get that filled with fertilizer and get the fertilizing done. And then we'll work on making some fields. So... getting a lot of stuff done day one. That's always how it is. A lot of things to do to set everything up so that it starts working. This way we can get this started. I put a little bit of water in here. And what the heck? We might as well just grow everything. Right? Once again, I find that people try to do the maths on these, and what it ends up being is that everything ends up being worth about the same amount of money. Because like some things are worth more than others, but you have to have 10 times as many of that object to be worth more. So what that means is that they all end up being the same. That does not look healthy. That's the output? Well, I certainly hope they produce better than they're looking. They look very sickly. This is working, right? Yeah, it's working. Okay, maybe they turn more green as you add more water? I don't know. I've never... Very sad-looking plants. And Japan is pretty... waterific. I don't think they have issues with, like, dryness and stuff. So, anyway, I'll be back. Wow, I should probably take you... I'm looking for a water source. I think I might have found one down in there, but... Look at this area. This is really cool. And this is very Japanese in its execution. Like, if you watch... I used to be a huge fan of the World Rally Championship, and they raced, one of the rallies was in Japan for a while, and it looked just like this. This looks amazing. This is really beautiful. You could do some forestry here. There's definitely like pine trees here, so whereas, some of the other maps there's like a mixture of pine and regular trees, or there's just regular like elm and stuff like that. Here we actually have like actual trees that could be used for forestry. So you could probably invest in some forestry, but you have to buy the land. That's once again the rub since Farm Sim 17. You can't just randomly cut trees down. You got to own the land. So if you're wanting to invest in forestry, you can do it. This would be the map to do it on so far. I don't know about Sri-Lanka. I've looked around on Sri-Lanka, and I haven't found a forest yet. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because Poland has, like, pine forests, too. However, the one map, the Riverbend Springs, does not seem to have anything for forestry on it. All the trees are very big. You can cut, like, an elm down and use its trunk for wood production, and it fills up a small production facility pretty quick. But... there are no pine trees and stuff, so you're really limited into the amount of wood. It's kind of wasteful, I guess, is the way to put it. So, anyway. All right, let's head back. Beat yourself, dude. This thing literally took like 4 trailers full to finally be full. And the vegetables look like crap, but hopefully it'll grow nice veggies. They don't look healthy. All right, let's get this back in here. Okay. That didn't go all the way in. The tractor's too high. Okay, good enough. All right, let's go back and continue spraying for the rest of the stuff that we need to spray. And then I will work on those fields. So we'll be back. All right. Loading up the liquid fertilizer into the Centura Aeon sprayer. I would also like to get a small front load. I'm thinking of getting just like a forklift. I love the forklifts. They make things so much easier when you're dealing with pallets. But well, I'm trying to think of how many pallet things I'm going to have. I mean, honestly, we only have the greenhouse. And there's not going to be that much stuff that comes out of the greenhouse once every couple of weeks. What we really need is I need the mod to come out where I can actually pick up the... Because you can pick up lettuce, you know, a pallet of lettuce. It's not that heavy. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. A whole pallet of it might be real heavy. I don't know. Definitely a box of lettuce is not that heavy, so it seems like you'd be able to pick up... Anyway, it seems awfully wimpy not to be able just to pick it up, but... That's just me. I don't know. So in this case... I'm going to hire a worker. Let's see if the worker can figure this out. I'm going to let them go ahead and... they'll just do it. There they go. Hopefully they figure it out. This will be a massive... Because they always screwed this up when it was the on the other versions. So let's see how they do. How they do. Okay, I've done it. I brought the truck. We brought it back. I am going to need it for pallets and stuff, so we're going to use it for... I mean, heck, we might even be able to sell some of the rice saplings. I don't know. They may not be worth anything. I need to make this trailer open. I don't remember how to do it. Tip side, tip side left. Should we say tip side ramp? There we go. There we go. And why do we do that? Because we have the Jang or whatever it's called. The Jung Rich. Isn't that rich? Well. Ooh. Sweet. Sweet and neat. All right. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and strap that bad boy down. And oh, okay. Maybe that needs to move a little bit more towards the back of the trailer. I thought no problem this truck would be able to handle this. Okay. It is a really small truck, though, I will admit. Okay, so now we want to fold the ramp. There we go. But this will be our pallet mover. In case we have lots of pallets. Okay, now that thing's hanging off the back precariously, it's really not safe in any way, shape, or form. Oh, I gotta grab this. So I want to go ahead and take this home, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, so we have arrived. Now I did lease this trailer, so we'll just take it back when we're done. But we got the Jung Rich. Perfect. And I think maybe what we'll do is we will... can I trailer this with this? Doubtful, but possibly. Nope. Dang it. Dang you. Oh, I didn't mean to shut it off, but okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach that trailer. And we're going to come over here and... Actually, we'll just forklift those to where they're going. But this is great because we can then grab this trailer too, and I think this can pull this around. Will it do it? Yes, it will. Okay, so we can actually pull the water trailer with our truck. Once again, I'm still getting a rebate for the first truck that I bought, about 10 grand. But this, we can then open this and Now, the other cool thing is I looked up the rice harvesters. I might do something where I hire a worker and I work one myself. They're only $99,000 a piece. Now, I'll probably buy one and then rent one. But it seems like during harvest we can have two of them running. There we go. No. Now, this is weird. I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet. You can return the stuff from your menu like you used to be able to. Okay, no, it did disconnect. Okay. But it's a little bit wonky. You have to go into your menu, and you have to go to... I'm sorry, the other menu, this one. And you have to go, I think... Let's see if we can find it again. It's somewhere with your stats. There, vehicles. And it shows you here the different trailers that you own. The ABI water tank. This is the one that we rented. I'm done with it now. I just needed it to move the forklift. It was only $500. So we're going to return it. And that tool has been returned. So, there you go. And now we're going to use this to move our fertilizer. This is such a cool... I don't know if you guys like the forklifts or not, but I got used to them. Starting, I think the first one was introduced in Farm Sim 17 with the DLC. It was some DLC gave it to us. And we got that first little, whatever the brand is. It's the Manitou. And ever since then, I have been in deep love. It sounds weird. With these forklifts, they work so well, and the physics, for whatever reason, it just suits me. I like doing forklifting work. I don't mind like loading trailers with it. It's very smooth, and it feels like you're really doing it, and it's pretty easy to do. And it's much more manageable than doing it with the tractor. I think because the tractors, have a much wider turning radius. It's more tedious, whereas this thing it's got such a good little turn radius that it just does it. So it says that worker C has completed their task. Let's check in the menu and make sure they did a good job, but that's very possible. And so our field here, let's check is it fertilized? I can't tell. I need to turn off all this stuff. Weeds, okay. Yes, it's 100% fertilized. The weeds are it's browns. That means we killed all the weeds. Does it need plowing? Nope. Does it need lime? No. Does not need rolling. Does not need mulched. Does not need water. Sam I am. Watered. What? Since when? That's interesting. Are we going to have to water our crops now? I didn't see any irrigation tools, so... And I don't think the sprayers take water yet, but let's take a look real quick in the tutorial. Interesting. It's not listed here. We got liming, fertilizing, removing weeds, stone picking, rolling, and mulching. So, oh well. It's worth trying. It's worth seeing. Let's go ahead and, since they're fertilized, let's bring that tractor back in, and we will unload the pallets and put them away. And then return that sprayer. So I'll be right back. All right. Now, one thing I would like to put on the farm is a workshop. I want to be able to adjust my tractor settings without having to go into town. There's two of those. That's what I thought. So that's another thing that we're going to work on here, because I need to, like, for example, for this, and I could take this sprayer back to town because I need to I need to go buy some stuff anyway. I need to rent a plow and I think I own a weight. I have to look though. I might have to buy a weight too for the front. But I want to be able to adjust the tires like from narrow to wide and stuff right here without having to go to the shop every time. Let's take a look and see how much a shop is. I want to know what shop is. For the basic farm thing, we have sheds, silos, silo extensions. These are things that you can actually build, which is cool. Sounds like my wife might be feeding the dogs. I hear lots of noise. We do need a washer. We'll just set that there for now. We can move it around. Yeah, there's a $45,000. No. I'll wait till a smaller mod comes out, because you shouldn't have to pay that much. That's ridiculous. But until then, we're gonna have to wait. Okay, so let's go to the shop and return this and get the things we need to start plowing. All right, we've arrived at the shop, and we're gonna park right here. And I'm gonna run in and sorry, this is gonna be an extra long episode because we have a lot to get done today. I'm realizing though, I might not need to plow. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go try to make those fields water fields. We may not have to do anything. Let's return this. Let's do some repairs on the tractor just to keep it in good condition rather than spending thousands later, do our oil change or whatever. And then we're going to go ahead and, I'm not going to repaint it, customize our tractor. And the standard tire should be free, but if I want to do, oh, that's really cool. Narrow tires, standard, wide tires. I don't think I need wheel weights. And let's look at the different brands. I like the way the Michelins look, I think the best. Midas always looks good too. Wertstein looks good. Medium, wide tires. That looks pretty dang good. Yeah, so we'll leave the wides on for the rest of the year. Now that we're done doing field service. And, okay. And let's go ahead and hop out. There we go. And we'll take those trailers home. I've also got a little surprise waiting over on the other side. We still need to buy a harvester, so I don't know. I mean, we should have enough because we're going to also be selling the crop. But look at that. I did buy our seeder. So there's our little Iseki. And I should probably, I can't see, here's the thing. I took that trailer back, and I should have kept it, because now I'm going to have to drive this thing all the way home. I think they travel pretty quick, though, but anyway. Let's go see if I need to rent a plow or not. I'm going to go into the construction menu. First things first, let's go home. So we're going to hop into our little shed here, and hop out. We're going to go here, and I'm going to take this, and we're going to say construction. And we're going to go to, I believe it's under land, sculpting, painting, trees. Nope. Production? Yeah, there we go. $1,500. Start new field. Right there. Corner. 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 There we go. And finish. Change placement height. Let's see if what this does. I think we just want it on the ground, right? That's good. So we're going to say, boom. Ta-da. And now this field can be flooded. What does it say? It does need plowing. So we don't have to create it. Here's the cool thing, though. Now we can use a subsoiler on this. And then the other thing, too, is we come over to this side. I do like the way, I sort of like the way it placed a lip around it, but I kind of was hoping. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to come back and probably spend a little extra money. I'm a perfectionist. You guys know this. This is how I roll. We're going to get our little painter here, and I'm going to make that a little bit larger. And Leo's looking a little bit rounder. Let's see. There we go. Come back over here. He grabs his stomach and shakes it. If you guys have ever seen Airplane, that's what that's from. He's like, and Leo's looking a little bit rounder. Anyway. Sorry. Random side notes. Go over here and paint that. Yep, just like we did before. And I need to make this a little bit smaller. Nope. And bring the grass. I want a little bit more pavement there so it's like not so like, wow, that looks really ugly. Thanks. I wish we could rotate the tool. Can we do that? Change cursor shape. There we go. And area is restricted. Fudge nuts. All right. Well, we'll just, and as much as we can, we'll clean this up. That looks real pretty. Real pretty. Okay. Guess they're real particular about this. That's fine, whatever. I wanted it to almost seem like a swimming pool. It didn't work out. Did not work out. Okay, well, whatever. That end looks terrible. But, hey, it's a rice paddy. It's a little one, but it's a rice. That's probably, I mean, this is like the size of the ones they give you at the starter farm, so it's something. Okay, and then let's make another one up here. This is going to be a larger one. Construction. And we'll make that from... Do we own this? Oh, wait, I'm not doing the right thing. Here, we're going to go to cultivation, this thingy. Oh, come on. Won't let me do it, huh? Ancient Chinese secret. Hey, let's go here then, see what we can do. No. Well, it's going to be about where we go. Okay. So that's a... yeah, okay. Well, this will be a nice long one. Tall one. And I hope that this looks straight, but it's hard to tell. I mean, that's pretty straight. Okay, that one looked nice. Okay, that came out good. Okay. And this will need to be plowed too, most likely. Yep. So we're going to have to get it. We are going to have to rent a culti plow. We don't have to rent a full-on plow. And if I can, I am going to... Sorry, guys. Construction. That one, this end is going to bother the heck out of me. So we need to change that. What could we do here that would make it look better? What paint could we use? I mean, we could just go back to grass. That was horrible one day. I need to redo that. Okay, that just came out bad. Sorry, guys. Bad. Stop it. No. Oh. God dang it. Well, we've ruined it now. Everything is ruined. Let's... Good for you. Okay, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars and looking, actually, that looks better. I mean, it's still not perfect, but how much does it cost to flood the field? Let's just do it once. Nah, we're not going to. Okay, I'm going to go back to the tractor now, and we're going to rent a plow, a culti plow. I've got 200 horsepower. Let's see what we have available to rent. I don't think we have to plow after rice each time, so we just need it once, so I'm just going to rent it. And we need, where's the cultivation? There it is, subsoilers. What does this do? That's 205. That's a little bit over our horsepower, but that should work. So let's go ahead and rent this. Yeah, it's not bad. And get those fields done. But that gives us a little bit of extra field space. I mean, in the long run, it's probably worthless, but... Hey, you know, 1,400 liters of rice is, multiply that by, I think it's like $2,000 or $3,000 a liter, so that's, you know, $30,000-$40,000. That's not bad. It's definitely worth it. Okay, I think these fields might be a lot smaller than the ones that give you default. Oh well, 3 passes with the culti plow and they're done. Hey man, every inch of arable land should be used, right? I'm just interested to see how that will do when we flood it. That's going to be an interesting thing when we make that into a floodable field. That's going to be a biggin. Never done one that big before. We'll see if it works. Should work. Should be just fine. All right, I'm going to get this done. I'll see you in just a second. Done with that. Let's take it back. Where's my... Dang it. Now I've lost it. Oh, wrong menu. That's why. We need the stuffs menu. Finances. Vehicles. And they have the Alpago Force. And we are done with this, so let's go ahead and return it. And so today has actually been a very good, practical day. We've kind of ruined this back alley a little bit with our construction craziness. But we have 2 very small fields of rice along with the main field of rice. So I feel like we are on the right direction to where we need to be as far as getting our farm ready to produce, a lot of rice. That's going to be the goal to start. Eventually we'll expand out into other things, but as of right now, rice is where it's going to be at. We'll be doing a little bit of veggie. I've got the tractor to prove it. And then eventually I'd like to put some productions in too. Maybe a large production facility, but they're like $300,000. But we could get like a cereal factory or something, and then if we expand the farm, we could get a grain harvester, and we can do both rice and grain type cereals. We could look into what else we can make with rice. There are a couple different products that it makes. Usually they're cereal based, or you can make flour. So we could get like a mill and mill some of the rice for added effect. Though milling, unfortunately, flour, we've done the tests on that industry before, and it doesn't make good money. Like, it's really, I think we came out to the fact that you make almost the same amount of money just selling it raw. So unless you're going to use the flour for other products, it's not a very good end goal. So it may not be worth making a flour facility unless we plan on, actually like making other things out of the flour, like bread and rice bread and rice patty cakes and things that'll sell for more money than the product's worth. 'Cause I think we found that like you put like $1,000 of oats into it and it makes like $1,200 worth of flour, and it's just not like that was. We did a test on a bunch of them for the last version, and it was really not good at all. Definitely not worth it. I love the way the lighting is. I don't know if you guys see this, but the lighting is like our container is blocking the lights. That's pretty sweet. That's new. All right, guys. So anyway, have a good night. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe. If you're going to buy the game or any of the DLCs or any of the old versions of the game or any of the older DLCs, please use my code when you buy it from Giant's website. That is going to be CHAP as in Paul, MAN, Chapman, my last name. It really helps us a lot, and it will allow us to get our early access partnership back, which we lost when we got grandfathered into their old program. So I am a partner, but I am no longer having early access until we reach a certain sales number. So it really helps me when you buy the game from farmingsimulator.com. You don't have to, obviously. It's up to you. But that does help us quite a bit when you do that. So I would ask that you please do that if you're going to possibly do it, and use my code. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.